I hope you had a wonderful Sunday. We're here at my studio, and we just completed a weekend class. This is our detail and form class, and I had a lot of requests for a weekend class as opposed to a week-long class, and so this is the result of that. I want to introduce you to some of our friends visiting. Come on. I'm coming right over here in the corner. Hey.
Whoa.
Listen, I want to stop you, and I want you to look here, and I want you to give us all of your information. How would we contact you, starting with your name?
Sure. My name is Pedro Rios. I'm FX artist at Rios Studio. You can find it at riostudios.com.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let me, I'm going to jump out of the way, and I'm going to let her come in and take some beauty shots, and she's going to scan back and forth, and I'm going to give a little commentary, but I would love you to talk. Let me ask you a question right out of the gate.
Okay.
What was difficult? What was painful in the class? Was there anything that was a little bit of a trial to get through?
The pain was the drive here, but other than that,
Okay.
other than that, I mean,
Right.
I guess the techniques that you've shown are almost so trivial that they're hard.
Well, yeah, they're basic stuff,
Yeah.
but they can also be made very hard.
Exactly.
I appreciate you saying that because that's true.
Yeah.
And I want to tell everybody out there the joy of this class. A lot of this stuff was established when I was working with the Stan Winston School, and I came up with this idea of having different techniques play out on one board. But we're able to go much deeper here. So we did the stuff that was on the video, but he ran with it. Look how he ran with these lessons. First of all, I love the character in here. Here's his nameplate. We had a little bit of Giger love in the class, and that's me doing that. That's me pushing that. You can see a little Giger tube around here and also up in here. But here's our Power of the X lesson. A kind of a known lesson now, but we were able to go deeper, and you can see in here he got into some alligator stuff. Look at the quality of stitches and the fat here where we show the puncture. So once again, he's able to go much further. I love the expression on the lips right here. Main thing I got to tell you, you're a wonderful gentleman. You have a great attitude.
Thank you.
A lot of times in this business, a lot of it is attitude, and a lot of it is belief system. So for you, I'm sorry, I don't want you to scan from side to side. I'm talking in front of you. But attitude is everything. If I were going to go sculpt a creature suit tomorrow, I'd want to go do it with you.
Let's
Why?
do it.
Because of that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
It's a mission.
Once again, everybody, I want you to welcome this wonderful artist and check in with him, follow him on Facebook, and I just enjoyed working with
Thank you, Don. This was awesome, Don.
Well,
Thank you for everything.
Yeah. A great preparation for doing appliances. We were talking about makeup school. Here, you can turn back to me for a second. We're talking about makeup schools. And as much as I love the schools, this type of class, quite honestly, is a great preparation. If you're going to go spend a bunch of money and put your child or yourself in a school, come visit us first. Take a weekend class and get an idea, get some footing about the tools and about the techniques to go ahead and assemble these type of effects for your makeups. Gosh, I sound like such a salesman. Hi, can we introduce you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you look here and give us your contact information, how we would get in touch.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Alice, and you can contact me at battered_beauty on Instagram.
Battered_. Okay. Okay. Super. And once again, well, this 2 days flew by so fast. I want you to linger on her board. And again, as we were talking about over here, she's got beautiful scars. The real lesson here is for her to get the fat. Look at that fat flanking that. Isn't that beautiful? This is more of an acid burn. This is our classic Power of the X. And in here, she was able to do more of I want to say a character, as opposed to a traditional eye. And how entertaining is that? She also has a few found objects in here with a little bit of clay paint and some store-bought eyes. I love to teach everybody how to sculpt eyes, but sometimes to put a plastic eye or glass eye in a sculpture is fantastic. And I have to ask you, what was fun? Did you have a fun time? What do you feel like you had fun with on this board?
This whole experience has been an incredible one. I really enjoy working with small detailed wounds, so this was like a joy for me, and I can just hone in on something that I love.
Right.
characters and faces are really out of my comfort zone, so it was really hard for me, but I really enjoy taking my skills to the next level.
I love it.
This is
Well,
Thank you.
And you guys out there in Facebook, I want you to look for this young lady's next sculpture, because a lot of these techniques that we did on the flat board here to let her try out the tools and experiment, she'll be bringing into future sculptures. I love to think of this class as a plug-in for your future prosthetics, animatronic heads, masked creature heads. I gotta tell you, what a pleasure to work with you.
Oh, it's so great.
Always positive.
Always.
And this was a short class, but everybody in here, great focus. And
Thank you.
the class ended, you guys, about an hour and a half ago, but we're still.
We're always working.
And I want you to follow this young lady on Facebook and check in with her.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Give your
Come on
Instagram
around.
again.
Oh, it's battered_beauty.
Battered_beauty. Got it. Great. That's important. We want to get our information. I'm going to have you come around here. Come on. I'm going to have you look right here and give us your information in clear, proud voice.
My name is Gabriella. My contact is on Instagram is Gabby Makeup. It's GABEE Makeup.
Yeah. Wonderful. And I'm going to have you swing around here. Now, I know it's not the devil, but to me, there's a devilish face or expression coming out of this. I also want you out there to notice that in this class, how everybody's hand is different. I'm not so much interested in making you do what I do. It's just so interesting to show you the technique, show you the tool, and look how her hand is fantastic and different. These stitches are wicked. I mean, that's nasty to look at. And she and I were talking about this. This is like a Freddy Krueger rip in somebody, and I love how she created fat in between here to show a relationship between the wounds. Often when I teach this, you have a wound, a wound, a wound, and they're treated very separately. That's fantastic. She had the presence of mind with a little bit more experience here to kind of make them affect each other, and I love that. Beautiful signature, fantastic. I love that this is proud. On the back of my Wizard of Oz stuff, I have these giant signatures that prove there's a nice ego in play. But this is a healthy ego, an ego that says, I can do it. Not an evil ego that makes you mean to people, but an ego that says, well, if I can do this, then I can do anything. Wonderful. The crack language. But I love this. He seems to be laughing. Seems to be. Do you have any upcoming projects? Do you have any ideas for future sculptures? What are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm just on CMS.
Yes, I know you're at CMAS,
Yes.
and you're working on a final yet?
Yeah, final.
You're working on the
special
final?
Final.
Great, great.
That I'm doing my version of a creature from Brazil.
Okay.
That's called Boitata.
Oh, yeah.
So
Awesome.
let's see.
Well, tune in with her next week into her Facebook page and to see her CMS final. Do you think that this type of stuff would have helped you in your sculpture?
A lot.
Yeah, okay, well, wonderful, and once again, I appreciate that. I think it helps prepare you, and we, in our mission statement here, we show you the real stuff. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, the weekend flew. I can't believe that it's already over. Okay. Gabby, can we pull your chair out, and can we meet you?
Yes.
Go ahead and say your name clear and proud and all your contact information.
I'm Gabriella Paredes, and in Instagram I'm like Gabriella with double L P .MUA. Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. And I'm going to have you swing in and get a beauty shot of her board. Many of these tutorials are designed so that I can teach you lips and we can focus on, like she did like a little baby mouth, but this tutorial was on doing a mouth. This one is on the eye. And I want to attract your attention to how everyone's is so different. Look how beautiful she did on this wound. The number one point to this is to get the swelling and make that comfortable, to have you understand how to use the tool properly, to get nice line work, and she got all of that. This is so nasty. Now, none of these sculptures are ever done until the artist says they're done. She's still working here, but I appreciate this. She's got boils here from a burn. There's water under these boils, and the boils have broken. So now Gabby is inside the skin. Fantastic. These pulls are preparation for a Freddy Krueger-like treatment. And here, once again, our traditional, I love teaching The cracking, she's got a hold of it. You can see different pieces of the matrix falling in or falling out, as the case may be. And here's her signature over there. Take a second. Beautiful. And I don't mean to say baby, but this to me looks like a baby mouth. Probably just because of the size. But once again, in our class, we show you how to assemble these shapes more like a model kit. Not so much scraping and tearing, lost in a sculpting phase, but more direct missions that will pay off in a nice form or an opportunity. We talked a lot about bangs. You can see she's still working here, and this is an ongoing project. She'll also be posting when she's done with her board. It's funny because I've had people steal the boards. I had a person steal a couple of boards from me because they become like canvases, like an oil painting, but a three-dimensional oil painting. And please post this next week or whenever you are fully done with it. And I have to ask you, what was hard?
Well,
What
I
was
think
difficult?
it was very hard to do the cracks because I have kind of shaky hand, but
Okay.
yeah, but with the trick of the metal tool,
Yes.
yeah, I think
It worked out.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was easier. I mean, my hand didn't help, but the tool helped.
I understand. Well,
yeah.
tool use is a big deal. I go through a lot of honeymoon phases with these tools. I love this tool. I hate this tool. And then on to the next. But we find certain tools that give us a lot of strength. Yeah, anyways, I had a great time working with you. Good job. Good job. Please check in
Thank
with
you.
her and stay in touch with Gabby. Come on this way. I'm going to take that pad from you. Gabby, can you take the pad from her? And, well, I have a friend here visiting. She's been a big help to me filming and also helping out in this class. Give us all your information, what you choose, and then let's look at your board.
I'm Delaney Como. You can find me on Facebook at Delaney Como. That's DELANEY space COMO. Or Instagram, The Laney Effect. So at THELANEFX.
Perfect. And I want you to come in front here, Gabby, and get a nice beauty shot. Take your time and scan over there. And you can, again, see how Delaney's hand is different. Her lifetime of taste and watching movies is what she brings to the art. This to me looks like a fright eye. Like this is scared to death. This is Malcolm McDowell with the wires in his eyes. You know, this is that tone.
Yes, exactly.
For me. I want to tell you how much I love the fact that she went for a tree scenario, because everybody knows I love tree stuff. Bolts, or I should say, staples, as opposed to the traditional stitch. Here she's just beginning to do an acid burn, and so that isn't fully evolved, but she'll post, I hope, in a couple of weeks with the finished board. And look at the beauty of the organics of this. Once again, everybody takes the power of the X and makes it their own. Makes it their own. Look at the shock of this. I can feel the point of impact here. A bird, for example, or some, like a little bullet or something, boom, hits here and it spiders out. Wonderful. Well, I enjoyed this board and I enjoyed working with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming and helping me out. I appreciate it. Wonderful. Gabby, I'm going to have you come on over here. Yes. Well, we can end on my board. This is my demonstration board, and I'm not so interested about you seeing my demonstration board, but I do want to cover a few things quickly. First of all, I want to thank you, everybody out there in the land of Facebook and social media, for being so supportive to me and supportive to my classes, both here and in the UK. I have new classes coming. Once again, we finally satisfied people requesting a weekend class, and I'm going to be running one every month. And this would be a weekend class. The next one, the next form and detail class, which is this class, is on August 25th and 26th. I invite you to contact me either through Facebook or Don Lanning at sbcglobal.net for information on that. Shortly here, coming up in July, July 16th through 20th, I have my 40-hour classic signature class, which is Making Monsters 101, where there's no limits. A first-time sculptor, never sculpted before, I stand next to you and I show you how to do a full head or a full-size 20-inch tall maquette. We don't prejudge you here. Like a child playing a violin, we know you can do it if we treat you well, give you the tools, and give you the lessons. August 10th, 6th through 10th is also a Making Monsters 101 class, so we have two classes coming up. And also August 25th and 26th, we're going to be doing this class, a weekend class again. I want to thank my dear friends. I've been shopping at Berman Industries since I was 16 years old. And I want to thank them for a great deal on clay, as well as Chavant clay, as well as Wed clay for our other classes. Kitcraft, where I've also been shopping since childhood, over in Studio City on Ventura Boulevard. I want to thank you for stocking more and more eyes and always having a good stock of sculpture tools. That's Kitcraft, spelled with K-I-T, K-R-A-F-T. And number one, I want to thank our students here, our visiting artists. Without them, nothing happens. It was their effort that produced all these effects. And I want to thank you guys for coming in. It's been a wonderful Sunday. It's been a wonderful weekend. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. This is Don Lanning. Bye.